Okay, this presentation is on a new module that Monte is currently working on. It's for the HP-41. It's called HP-41 MAXX. It's being developed right now and the spec is changing. I was talking with him this morning and we're changing stuff. So this is ongoing development.
Oh, this is Monte.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was not planning to give that speech today. It's just that Monte is at the point where it's good enough to be presented. Okay, this module is made bringing 41CL technology to all 41s. So it's but not all CL technology, but some of it. It had a new ROM. It's called the MAXX ROM. It's a 4K ROM. If you have a 41C, it will add up or to 4 more memory module to it. So it's bringing the 41C to a CV. If you have a 41C or CV, you can add, it will add a time module. Again, if you have a 41C or CV, it's going to add the X function memory module. If it found that it's missing some X memory module, it will fit up onto the maximum also. It also had 3 blocks on 124 expanded memory register and 10 page of 4K RAM, 10-bit RAM with QROM, and 4 page of 4K 10-bit for bank switching. So this working on a CCV6, we're going to see what's going on.
Well, emphasize one thing I think you skipped over. This is all in a module.
Yeah, that's only one module that you're plugging and everything.
You don't have to change the board or anything.
No.
Oh, fantastic! Sign me up.
That's yeah. So when you plug the module, the first thing here is that you have 3 ROMs that's going to be active only if there's none. Those ROM are not there. So if you plug this on a CX, you're going to have only the MAXX ROM appear. But if you plug this on a CV or a C, you're going to have the timer and the X function there. If you already have an X function, it will the Monte module will detect if there's the same module activate in a CX or a C, it will deactivate his. Okay. So when you change the port, if you plug in the port 1, it will use those 2 pages, and the second port it will use the other pages. The timer is always on port 5. So that's one thing. The other thing, that's the RAM register. You got the 41C RAM, and then you can add memory module or a quad. It's memory that you have here. So we got different scenario here from 1 to 9, and here the scenario, and everything is pink will be added in this scenario. The module will detect what's missing and it's going to fill up until everything is there. You have a question on this or? Okay. Yeah.
This will work on any 41?
Yeah.
But if it's on the CX, you get more.
Well, CX you get less because the CX has already more.
Those are good for this old seat.
Well, it's a good on the CX also because you can have it a CX here. That's the case. The 6 is the CX case, and it will add up so 2X memory module.
This is a rebirth for 41C users.
Yes. Well, it's like if you plug a port extender on it and you fill up the port with a module, but with one module.
So it turns any 41 into a
CX.
Well, technically no, because you got second bank of page 5 where you had the special editor on the CX and some added function, but those will not be added. But except for that, it's going to be.
That's okay.
But
Show us the next one, show us the next one. Look
it
at the next
also
one.
adds 3 pages of 1,000 registers.
That's hold on.
That's why, Bob.
You just said it.
No, I just yes. Okay, hold on. That's good. You're one slide ahead. Okay, the HP-41C has 124 register when everything is full, with some gray area that you cannot use. The module had 3 other blocks of 124 registers.
Where?
What?
Where?
Aha! In the module.
Address what
That makes
page?
sense.
It's not page, you're gonna see.
Alright, no problem.
It's magic, it's smoke.
Okay,
Case
now,
Monty, of course it's
those pages, the 3 blocks, can be used as backup. So you can use the status memory and copy that to that memory, or copy from or swap for the status, the main memory, or the expanded memory. So you can have backups. You can fill up the 41, all the programs, then backup that to the Y memory, clean everything, and then do something else, copy that to another memory backup, and then restore the first backup.
So if you do a memory clear, it won't affect the backups.
That I don't know. Okay? It's been developed. I don't know. I don't have the module yet.
It's gonna have to be, no, it won't clear, right?
Yeah.
That's what the answer is gonna have to be.
This doesn't do anything for the speed of the 41.
No. It's just a module. You cannot speed it up. It's not a modification to the hardware.
No, but I'm just saying that 41 CL is.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's the downturn. You cannot speed up the main processor with an insert module that's gonna add. It's,
Oh, yeah.
okay, it's just adding memory. Yeah. So, and you got here function that you can. Those are the functions that has been implemented. Those are available now. I'm waiting. Unfortunately, I haven't received it in time, but Monte has sent me the only module in existence, so I'm waiting for it to do some beta testing on it. But even when I'm talking this, we talked this morning and we're changing some bit and piece here and there, so we're optimizing stuff. So even the module I'm going to receive it is already updated. But those are the functions that will help you to clear the expanded memory. You can swap between 2 expanded memory and things like that. Now for the first memory bank, the first Y register, you can use it differently. You can, instead of using it as a backup, you can use it as a data register. So for 124 register, and you can do recall, store, add, divide. This is the same function that you can do normally with store, but with Y register.
It's like what Angel did. Angel had.
That's part of the CIA. Exactly. That's coming from the module that's
The expanded memory.
exactly. That's the same technology from the CIA that's bring to the all 41s.
Right.
So you can store.
Question? No.
You can store a lot of random numbers.
Also, it has you can also add QROM to any of the page in the ports. So if you want to load a ROM, or if you want to do software development or use it, you can use another ROM. And let's say if you load the HPCalc, you could use those QROM as memory for HPCalc or whatever. That's depend on what you can load ROM inside this also, but this is RAM. So that's one thing. You get also 4 bank of QROM that you can put into bank switch. So again, this is either that's software development, or you can use one of the Angel ROM that is using 4 bank for 1 page. You configure that and you can load Angel RAM in it.
Including library 4, let's say.
Yes, including library 4. What you can do here is basically set up like that. You can do, this is a kind of setup that you do, let's say if you want to load the Advantage RAM, you will have two page and two bank switch, and those two bank switch are linked together, so it's going to switch that. In case of Angel with the library 4, you're going to put a port memory here, bank switch here, and one here. And as the module is there, it's going to switch. Now, one thing for a person doing software development is that you can take that bank and fix it here where loading stuff and then reactivate the bank switch. So this is more advanced stuff for sure, and it's mostly my understanding is mostly as software development for MCode people and stuff, but it's there, and you can use it also, like the port memory, you can load the Rambox ROM and using H4K to load RPN program into modules, and then save those modules after that and create your own modules with RPN program in it. So it's mostly for development, but it can be used for other stuff also. There's other functions here. You can get the status, your configuration on the module, a different option that you set, and you can read and write directly to those, any part of memory, and convert decimal to hexadecimal. So, and you got copy bank. So that's mostly it. Question?
Go back 2 slides.
1, 2.
There you go. So, if you were thinking of compared to a CL
Yeah.
or a DM41X, to use this will take up 2 pages because you got the MAXX and potentially X functions. If you have a C, 41C, plugging this in will give you 6 pages to plug in ROMs from. Does it have the ROM images stored on it somewhere?
No, it's not. Does not have ROM. It's not a CL. It's not. You don't have like megabyte of flash.
So you don't. If you wanted to drop SandMath in there,
You have to load it.
Get it into it.
Yeah, you have to use another module that will allow you to load that ROM image into this. So it's not a CL in a way that you get all the module preloaded and then you can just activate that.
It's a CX plus kind of upgrade.
Yes.
Maybe.
And also you got, it's a mix of CL, it's a mix of bring all the 41 into a CX and an MLDL box in it.
Will it be damaged to plug it into a CL?
No.
Can I ask that question? Can you
So
can
you
use
could-
it
you
in a
could-
CL?
Yes.
If it had
It
this-
will add 2x memory. It will add 2x memory, and that's it. You get less for your bank, but
Oh, this is the CL add-on as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not super.
Not much.
you don't need that to add a CL. Okay, basically, adding that to a CL means you're gonna have nothing, because it's on a CX. It's gonna give you 2x memory. A CL has already everything in it.
So in terms of bang for your investment, a C gets the most, and
Sure.
CV, and then the CX.
CX, but the CX.
Because
It's
you
going to cost less than 2x memory of the
And a
CX.
timer.
And a timer. But the CX already has a timer.
Can you put an infrared module in it? I'm kidding. That's what everybody seems to
Oh,
know.
cost, and you're not.
roughly.
How much and when?
That's not bad.
Okay. It's planned, the plan cost will be $115 US if you give a dollar module.
What's
What?
that?
What module?
You want to use the case.
You want to use, you need the case and you need the connector.
Memory module,
Oh,
single
that's
density.
easy.
Any
Oh,
modules,
that's easy.
he will reuse that.
Can I trade a box of connectors and cases for one?
Well, he will not.
You are-
Basically, because
I had a whole box of them. Where did I get all of these? You know,
Because-
I don't remember doing a bunch of module stuff, and I may have put in the stuff.
yeah, no, he won't.
They've already been harvested, there were no connectors, there were almost no connectors in that box.
Huh?
There were almost no connectors in the box. I went through it.
Oh, you remember the box?
Oh,
Okay.
That's-
Yeah, there will be also is looking at it how much he has, but he's gonna also offer a higher price if he has to give the module.
We got module.
No, but if you got module, it's okay. But if you don't, he will ask you a higher price for that. First batch is planned by the end of 2022. The other batch, we don't know. It depends on if he can get the parts. Because right now, this is the hard part. He already has some in his hands for the first batch. But the other batch, we don't know.
Size of batch.
Now
I cannot say.
Okay.
he's used a custom IC in this?
It's using an FPGA to do that. So, Monte is like the 41CL is built with a FPGA and the CPLD. That's the same thing of technologies using for the.
And it all fits in the module.
Yeah.
The CL has the clock ROM, but doesn't have the real-time clock.
Yeah. He has now. You can buy. He has developed the clock. And you can buy a CL today with a clock in it. You got a solder in it, and you can also buy from Monte a time module with the clock, with the crystal and everything in it.
But what I'm asking is that I assume this comes with a clock?
Yeah. Yes.
Any kind of serial port or something for online storage?
Not with that. No.
Clarify what you said. You said that you could buy a real-time clock for an older CL?
Yeah.
And add it? Okay.
If you go to Monte's site, he's selling a time module now with the clock. So, and if you buy a new CL, or you could send your CL to him, he can solder that chip into the board because you have the pad for it is already there. Or if you are skilled enough, you can do it by yourself.
But then it takes up
Yeah, but if you have a CL, you don't need that.
How, compare what that adds to a C to a DM41X. What do you get with
Yeah,
this?
you cannot add this to a
But
41.
if you have a 41X and a C and you put this in there, how do the two compare with your capabilities? What do you get with the C and the MAXX C
Yeah,
compared to a DM?
you can.
development environment?
You get nothing because the DM already has everything in it.
well,
The DM41X already it's a simulator, so they simulate everything. They
Well, but the Z, the Y memory would be an advantage of using MAXX.
oh yeah.
The phone-
Yeah, I haven't thought about that. Yes, because I have a DNX, the 41X, but I'm not really using it. I'm a 41CL person.
Sure.
Okay, so for me, Y register is a given. It's there, I'm using all the time. Okay, so this bring that technology to any 41C, CV or CX. Now in the DM, I know that you can run any module in it, but I don't think you have the Y memory there.
No,
Okay.
This would be an advantage with Y
Okay.
memory.
But you can in the DM41X, you can configure RAM page, QROM into page, okay, and then you can use the HPACs or the RAM box to use those page, okay. So, but the one that's exclusive here is really the Y memory.
Okay.
But also with a DM, you can't use a card reader.
Oh no, that's for sure. That's all. No HPIL, no card reader. No, yeah, you're sure that, but it's a give and take at some point. Other question?
Great news.
Yeah, yeah, this is great.
Thank you.
Way to go, Monty.
Thank you for Monte for creating this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.